by Ingrid and King. This week I'm meeting with Wendy Leaver to investigate the world of sex work and its ties to human trafficking. You were with the Toronto Police Service for 32 years. What is the name of the unit that you spent most of your time in?
I was with sex crimes, but I finished off for the past 6 years in the Special Victims Unit. And Special Victims was mandated to investigate sexual assault strictly against sex workers.
When we think of sex workers, we get this image of someone on a street corner, scantily clad. But you don't see that as often anymore.
The internet has allowed pimps and women to work the hotel circuit. Go on the internet, you can get a half-price hotel room whenever.
Where's Alina Minkache's room?
Flop house next door, second floor.
How do they acquire these women?
Well, what we see with pimps, they're amazingly charming, manipulative.
Had you told me you were coming, I would have had it all ready for you.
My experience has been they have this innate sense of who's vulnerable and who isn't.
These young women, they come here from overseas expecting nanny jobs. They get here, they're told the nanny job's gone. And by that time, all they have left is debt, airfare, visas, immigration lawyers.
Nanny trap deals with women usually from countries that suffer from a lot of poverty that are lured over here by agencies that offer them, a lot of money in comparison to what they are able to earn back home.
Hello. I make application to be nanny. I want very much to come to North America.
Once they get over here, possibly haven't got valid passport or valid ID, they'll allow her to spend maybe a week in a hotel with the meals and the spa, and then boom, it's time to pay the piper. The job they have is not in a domestic situation, but working in a nightclub or working in a massage parlor.
Why do the women stay?
Where did they get out to? They're terrified of the police. They do not speak the language. And the ultimate threat, majority of times with those young women, isn't we're going to physically harm you. I'm going to tell your parents. I know where they live. I know their phone numbers.
And so the threat of shame, it's incredibly powerful.
Absolutely.
Non-citizens, I want work permit.
I'm the manager. Their IDs are with me.
They don't keep their own papers.
They don't have pockets.
What's it like for you, as a woman, walking into these situations?
It concerns me initially because we have very little interest and concern for this topic. Maybe it's a whole Victorian approach we have in Canada that, well, they must be bad girls and that's not my daughter or my niece or my sister or whatever. But we are responsible for those children. The joy of the job and the work I did was the power and the control I had to help, was the power and the control I had to arrest that pimp and to take her out of that situation.
What do we need to know about helping these women?
We need to know they exist. We need to know the abuse they go through. We need to know that a large percentage of prostitution is not a choice. We need to have services available that deal strictly with human trafficking victims. We need to supply them with a safe place to live, legal and immigration intervention, and an exit program.
We can help these women. Let's do it together.